and as well as in Bhaishajya Ratnavali. But the word Kutaja derives from the Sanskrit root Kute Parvate Jayate, and it is known as a Pushpa Vriksha Visheshaha. So the flower bud is resembling a pitcher. Now, ನೀರ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿವಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ವೆಸಲಲ್ಲಿ that the flower bud resembles like that. So that is why it is known as Kutaja. And Asava Arishta, which has the main ingredient or the chief ingredient as Kutaja, will be known as Kutaja Arishta. So as I said, if you see across the Samhitas, these are the four places you will see it more common. The first incidence you see it is in Sharangadara Samhita, in Sandhana Prakarana. In Bhaishajya Ratnavali, it is indicated in Atisara. Bharatiya Bhaishajya Ratnakara, which is a compilation of all the yogas across Samhitas, and they are divided into alphabetical order. So you will find it in Kakaraka Arishtavarga. And then in AFI, in Arishta Prakarana, you will find it again. So the shloka is very simple. It's just, I think, four line shlokas. The last line is a bit of discussion point we'll do today. The first one is Tulam Kutaja Moolasya Mridvikam Tatha Madhuka Pushpam Kashmarya Bhaga Dashapalonmitam Chaturdronambase Paktva Kvate Droni Visheshataha धातक्या विंशति फलं गुडस्य तुलां क्षिपेत् मासमात्रं स्थिते भाण्डे कुतचारिष्ट संहितम्. So this is the Bhaishajya Kalpana part where they're telling you how to prepare it, what are the ingredients, the ratios, and for how long you have to do the sandhana for. The Phala Shruti of the shloka is of two lines, and which says Jvaran Prashantayet Sarvan Kuryat Tikshnam Dhananjayam Durvaram Grahanim Hanti Raktatisaram Ulbanam. So the line which is written in red is actually not a part of the original shloka which is there in Sharangadara Samhita. It is a later on addition by the Bhaishajya Ratnavalikara. So in the 18th century, you see an extra line which is added, because if you see Jvaran Prashantayet Sarvan Kurvan Tikshnam Dhananjaya, in this line there is nowhere resembling or nowhere written that it is useful in Atisara, right? But it is explained in Atisara Prakarana in Bhaishajya Ratnavali. So we have to go for it. So if you look into the drug table, you have Kutaja, Holanaria antidysenterica, Mudvika, Vitis vinifera, Madhuka indica, Kashmaria, Glimnia arbora, and water is there. Dhataki Pushpa again for fermentation, and Guda. The interesting part here is Kutaja Moolasya, right? The Kutaja Moola has been told in the shloka. But what do we use in today's where drugs are not available and pharmacies have to run? There's a lot of demand for the drug. We use the bark. We use the bark or other parts or the panchanga of the plant. Again, if root is not available, you have to use the stem bark, right? That is what Mahamula Abhava Pratinidhi Dravya we call it. But if you use the root, it will be more beneficial. And Kutaja, all the parts are beneficial. Can anyone tell me what is the seed of Kutaja called? What is the name given, the special name given? Anyone
Indra.
knows? Yes, Indrayava. Where is it used? Indrayava? In which disease or in which utility? Okay, that's a homework for you guys now. Message in the group, where is Indrayava used? Okay. So these are the basic quantity and the ratios. There's not much to talk about it when we go into the detail. But if you see the Rasa Panchaka, that the pharmacodynamics of this drug, you get Kutaja, which is the main drug. It is Tikta Kashaya, Laghu Ruksha, Katu, and Shita Virya. And it is Kapha Pittagna. And if you see all of here, Pitta is one which is common throughout, right? Pittagna, Vata Pittagna, Kapha, Vata Pittagna, Tridoshagna, Kapha Pittagna. So it is acting more on the Pitta, the whole yoga. And most of the Virya is Shita Virya, except Kashmarya, which is Ushna Virya. But again, it's taken as a Prakshepaka almost. So it is also, we can say that it is majorly Shita Virya predominant. Vipaka here, again, Guda, Madhu, and Mridvika, they offset the Katu Vipaka, so it is also having Madhura Vipaka. So everything is geared towards the Pittahara property. And if you see, there is a mix of Guru. There is more Guru Guna than the Laghu Guna present here, and there is more Snigdha. So they're equally divided. And rasa, you will see that it is tikta kashaya pradhanya, and then anurasa will be madhura, because there are many other madhura rasa we are giving. Kutaja is very bitter. It is one of the most. I think it also belongs to the tikta varga, tikta skanda maybe, but it is very bitter. So these are the drugs. Again, you will see the resemblance or the need why it has been given. So if you see the original shloka, it is referred as, even when before the shloka begins, usually in the samhitas they write in which roga it is being given. In especially in Sharangara Samhita. In Sharangara Samhita they say it as jvare kutajarishtam. So initially it was given in jvara. Okay, so we have to keep in mind, when we talk about the rasa panchaka, we are going to see whether this yoga is used in jvara or not, and other samprapti or samprapti ghataka, or we can use the falashruti to explain whether this drug is working or not. And for that we have a list of so many nigantus. There are more than 30, 35, or more than 40 nigantus present to us. The Rachanakaras have been very, very beneficial to us, that they explain the drug and its utility. So the first thing they have telling it is Sangrahi, Deepanam. Then they are talking about Amapachanam, Amatisara, Raktarshas, and Kafapitta Pranalat. And Dahatisara Shamani and Rajanigantu, we are getting Nana Jvara Doshan. So here we get the proof of the parcel that this was used for Jvara. So in Rajanigantu, we get the reference. So this is for Kutaja. And if you go on for each and every single drug, you will see again Jvara is repeated in Mridvika. Then in Madhuka also you have the Daha and Shatakshinaharam and Balashukra Arudyam, Hanti. So they again Pittahara. Not every ingredient you will get direct relation. You have to use some of the other parts also. Why this your drug has been added to the formulation. So that is the beauty of the formulation. You have to see why these ingredients have added. These are not like your even masalas also have, they provide good taste in the food. But some people are like, okay, just blindly we will put one spoon of this or one spoon of that. They also have their work cut out. Okay, so in the Kashmarya, again it is Deepani, Pachani, Medhya, Bhedani, and Brahmashoshajit, and it is also Jvarapaha in Kaidevanikantu. They're saying it as Jvarapaha. Dhataki, again, it is used for fermentation, but it itself has many other functionings, such as Rakta Pittahara, Dravamala Saranam. So, Dravamala Saranam, in that condition, we can use Dhataki. So, you get lots of clues why these ingredients have been selected. Again, in Guda, you will see it as Mutra Shodhanam, Vatagnam, Na Atipittaharo, and Balaprada, Vrishya, Guru, Snigdha, all of these have been mentioned. So when we talk about Sandhana Kalpana in general, Yadadvichikamchi Acharya gives this definition. Kevalam dravadravyam va bheshajannadi samyutam. Chirakala sitam vaidyaihi sandhanam parikirtitam. Anything which is kept for a long period of time, and it should be in liquid nature. It has to be in liquid. The main drug has to be in liquid nature. In that way, we can say that it will cause a sandhana. That is, it is going to ferment. There are two types of fermentation. One is madhya and other one is shukti. So bit of Bhaishaja Kalpana back to you. Like, you have to know whether it is correct or not. When we do the Sandhana Kalpana, these are the Siddhi Lakshanas we actually aspire to see in the initial stage, during fermentation, and end